Hey, everybody.
Something. What happened to our horses?
Oh, sorry we're so late. Some, like, super needy diva needed to make a spicy margarita, and I was frankly just against it. But
did the rim.
Of course you
I need my tahine. Okay, what are we talking about?
Oh my god.
Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to the Dice Rolls. We're on Tuesdays. We scream. Good. Thank you. Hey!
I didn't know we did that. my bad.
You're like, oh, I've been here for a second. I missed the memo. My
Oh
bad.
right, yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not allowed to warn you because if I do, then Wes
is
won't
all
scream.
butthurt about it. Being like,
Has
it's
to be-
not fun if you warn everybody.
100%. Facts. Stand by it.
Most of us.
Let me
are
tell you a
at an age
surprise party. By
where
the
we
way,
gotta
it's next
worry
week
about
on
our
Tuesday.
eardrums.
I will say, it's crazy that we're going off of a Wes opinion, but let's continue.
I appreciate your opinions, Wes.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
This is good. This is good.
I appreciate your opinions. They might be wrong most of the time, but I still appreciate that you said them out loud.
They're confident.
I appreciate the confidence you have in your opinions.
Damn.
Damn.
Y'all motherfuckers is friends.
Yo, wait till you hear these opinions. I'm just saying.
No. Well, hi everybody. I don't think we have any
Even chat, Wes's
announcements.
opinions are awful.
I'm gay.
Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Jeb.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I don't think we have anything else. I do want to hop into this because we did start a little bit late.
We were on
Or we-
margarita break
Cody's
time.
he's just super excited to like traumatize us with something terrible.
Yeah.
We have merch in the merch store. Go check it out. That's the announcement. Bye.
Ooh.
Is it new?
No, nothing's new until summer.
Oh.
We're in the spring stuff right now.
I was about to say, I was like, I got excited.
I mean, I've got new merch stuff, but all of mine is highly opinionated as well. So,
Oh, and then also random thing, as our wonderful Rel just did, I remembered to update the Nightbot to make sure that everybody's classes were there. Now to also
Hey.
include Neo, so that everybody can stop being like, are they a wizard?
They're a witch. Surprise.
I'll never tell.
Oh, I told. Damn it. You don't know.
My bad.
Ah.
And then also in case anybody missed the memo, we moved all of the watch parties in my personal Discord to Sunday, Monday instead of Tuesday, Wednesday now because I'm an old lady and I can't stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning anymore. I can't do it. My body said no. So
That's fair.
mood.
So what time on those days? Because now I can start coming again. Because I've
generally about 9:30, 10 o'clock instead of 11:30 midnight. We are 20 episodes through Assassination Classroom.
Which time zone?
Oh no, I love that one so much.
It's so funny because I didn't realize how many people in the Discord had never seen it, and so many of them have started popping off on their own to go watch it, and they're like, "Bro, why is this so sad?"
Bro, why is this so sad?
Yeah, you get
Welcome to
episode
the
one
herd,
and you're
baby.
like, oh, fun tentacle guy who's nice and a little pervy and it's great and and then you're halfway through the season you're like, why?
Why did I gotta kill this one? Mm-mm.
Cody's memoir.
Anyway,
This is
we're gonna
Sitting here slaughtering each other today. Goodness.
No, this is good. This is good.
You
love
know
it.
Cody wanted.
This is. I put off tentacle vibes.
Jesus Christ.
So let's get into tonight's episode of Public Devolkrim.
I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means.
Pause.
That's Gabe.
Proper use. Okay, so we're moving forward. Last we left off, our adventurers had made a brief encounter with a rare type of beast, a Miragula. They ended up destroying, and Kosi ended up destroying a cursed gem that was polluting a water source. And Kosi also, I don't want to use the word befriended because that's not the word at all, captured a demon from another plane, a devil.
Enlisted.
Enlisted, that's good.
That's good. That's a word.
That's a word.
That is a word that exists. Yeah.
For their services to craft them a spear out of the crystal wing of the Mirage of the Prime.
I think
they're-
blackmailed is probably a lot closer to the right
No,
term
it was
for
threat.
that.
It was definitely
It
threatened.
was threatened,
Just
manipulated.
Threaten, yeah. Just like, hey,
Coerced.
do it or else. Or else.
else.
He or else to the guy.
You're else the guy.
Oh, I forgot about the freaking eyeball. Jesus, that's gross.
And with a little bit of travel, a little bit of bonding, a little bit of communication. The party ended last session with Valorant sitting on the roof of the cart as the sun was coming up in the morning, as she was finishing her night watch. She was able to see a figure standing in a field, small opening. And that's what we're picking up. And again, over in our Discord, it's where we share pictures. I have a picture of this individual right now. It is a humanoid figure, but where their head should be, it is only an eye. Large.
Humanoid is a very loose term
bulbous.
for this.
It has fleshy tendrils that kind of hold
Ew.
the eye in place that kind of move independently.
Mm-mm.
And this is what we're picking up. Valorant, you see this thing out in the field.
How far out is it?
You had a pretty good perception roll last time. I want to say right now you're about 60 yards out. You are still currently in the confines of the trees. You are on the road, on the path. The road enters a clearing, and that's where this individual is standing. You're just coming over a hill and are able to poke over the trees. You're able to see.
Okay, so like significantly more than 60 feet. I'm gonna assume that was a yes, because you did the flat and then blat. Okay, great. It just looks a little funky, right? So Val would, find her way back down. First of all, see if Saren's awake.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably tinkering.
Just kind of come up and be like, I need to borrow Ansavar.
Sure. What for?
And technically your eyeballs as well.
All right.
She'd kind of lead Saren up and kind of point it out in the distance and be like, we saw some of the most beautiful creatures so far, and then there's that. That looks
okay.
sketchy.
On it. I'll kind of brace myself, sit down, and I'll send Ansvar out, and I'll transfer into him.
Give me a perception roll with advantage. And who's driving the cart right now? Oh no, it's
the
walking cart.
house.
It
Yep.
does itself. Never mind.
It's in Kosei's
That is
Walker's
a-
castle, okay?
That is an 18.
With an 18, you go into Ansvar. You fly forward. You follow the road for a little bit, kind of bobbing and weaving through the low-hanging branches of the trees, and you enter the clearing. You enter this clearing, and you see this thing. You get a pretty good image of it, and it looks at you. Looks at Ansvar. That's all it does. It just kind of clocks you, kind of follows you, but it's standing.
Do I
The
see
center of
any
a
details?
field.
Is it holding anything? Is it?
With an 18, no. Its hands are kind of at its side. It's like hunched over a little bit, and it looks like it's just kind of waiting.
All right. I'll have Ansvar kind of perch up on a tree nearby, and I'll come back. I'll just look at Val and be like, oh, it doesn't look. It's not doing anything. It's just standing still. Definitely doesn't look
Menacingly.
friendly. That eye, though, does it give me any like you know, eye vibes.
What do you mean?
You know, you know.
Give you eye vibes?
Eye vibes.
We've been dealing with eyes before, right?
Specifically for Saren, I will actually yes,
no,
with an
that's fair.
18, with
That's
an
fair.
18. Yeah, it kind of gives you that feeling.
All right. Yeah, I think this is probably something to do with the Black Hand. I think this is best taken with caution. Get the others and stop moving the carts. And I'll jump down and start doing that. I'm gonna start getting everybody kind of gathered, let them know what's going on.
Val gets a little salty as she follows you down, being like, "No, please don't tell me first. I only brought you up here because I've seen it. But go off, I guess."
Saren gathers everybody. I'm assuming you all are kind of like in the main area for the most part. In Kosi's little spider hut.
Yeah. As everybody
yeah,
gathers around,
probably.
I'm just gonna.
If Ray has been trusted to be allowed to be in here again, then yes.
As everybody gathers, I'm just gonna look around. All right, there's a figure that seems to be waiting in a field. And it's giving me. I look at Varian and be like, it has that, like the eye that was at the port. It has that kind of feeling to it. That kind of.
And Kosi, you kind of perk up at the mention of the eye.
It shouldn't be able to move, so my curse is still in effect. My curse
So
is where it cannot move away from me.
So this is so this is the blight then.
I'd assume so if it's not moving at all.
All right, how do we want to tackle this? What kind of abilities did it have?
Could I relay to the party what I witnessed happen?
Yeah, you witnessed various things. It managed to take a number of high-level magical attacks from people around you. You relay that. The blight, the creature with the large eye, was able to essentially just form out of the husks of the cackling, smaller monstrosities. You also know that the one with the eye was the one who was summoning the 3 beasts that were attacking you. The one that you guys have vanquished.
We gotta hydrate, kids.
I didn't see any other monstrosities around, but if this thing can summon them, then
I believe it can.
so this is most likely a trap.
I mean, not necessarily. Like Nkose said, it can't move. It's kind of just stuck there until we go to
Can't
it.
move.
It can't
Yeah.
move away from me.
Hmm.
My curses have to be extremely specific.
So how do we go about it? Surround it? Move in?
And if it's so powerful, why isn't it attempting to move towards us and just take out the curse, basically? Like, unless it doesn't know
Maybe.
it's cursed, it probably doesn't know.
The jar, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but the way my curses work, they will be in effect even if I were to perish. The conduit of the curse is not me. It's the jar that I buried. So unless the curse is lifted temporarily through magical means or the jar is destroyed,
And if
It's
this
in
thing isn't moving towards the jar or us, very well might think that it doesn't need to. I mean, Vic took out your whole party and got away pretty much unscathed.
that's what I was thinking as well.
Well, okay, well, Valen, you're the head of the spear.
My
We
spear.
surround.
My brand.
We send Valorant in. We surround it so a couple of people stay back to support her, and then the rest of us kind of fan out, surround it.
Wow, Saren, are we not doing any attempt at negotiating this time?
It's the blight. We're here to kill it.
It also doesn't have a mouth.
It definitely can communicate, though.
I don't want to hear that.
It's not great, if I'm being quite honest. Wait till you hear the chittering of the things it can summon. Can I go get my spear, DM?
Barion's gonna shudder at remembering the sound of the chittering.
Ugh.
And Kosi, you kind of slip off really quick to one of your rooms where you have your little helper. As you slip away, you enter the room, and working diligently is this ice demon.
I walk in, and I just clap once.
Turn to you.
What do you have?
For starters, roll me d20.
With advantage because Wes brought up spears.
Transitions. Segues.
This is
It was
secretly an
perfect.
anime episode.
Right. What does a natural 20 get me?
Shut up!
Son of a bitch.
Fuck off.
What, like, what is that? What is that gonna do?
It's wait. So, I'll put this in the Zoom first, and then the Discord, so you can see it first.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
And with a natural 20, that list you gave me, you get the rare option.
There's a uncommon, rare, and very rare. That was from the list I gave you.
We're gonna do. Oh, what the hell?
I didn't post a very rare one, so I'm not tripping about it. The rare one's dope.
That's the rare one.
Yeah, the rare one's dope. Neat. Now look at the demon and say, passable. And then I just say, would you like to go home now?
It'll kind of vibrate and kind of cackle as it send me back now.
I'll lean in real close. Say please.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Mm.
+5. 17.
It'll look at you and it'll lock eyes. Kind of bow its head slowly. Please send me home.
Well done. And I'll snap my finger and let the circle disappear, and I will send him.
As you
By the
just-
way, sending him home says, oh, I actually didn't prepare my plane shift spell. And I stab him through the chest. That's how I'm sending him home.
Understood.
With the spear he just made, that's
Yeah.
fucking dark. It's metal as hell.
As you stab your spear through him, Damn. 1 second. I gotta pull up his stat sheets on me. And we'll say give me an attack roll really quick.
Okay. I'm not attuned to this weapon, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna add my D4 to that.
Okay.
Because it's 15 on my die.
Shout out for chat for the D4. Let's go. Let's go.
It's gonna be an 18 to hit.
18 to hit meets beats. So with that, you are able to penetrate its exoskeleton-like armor as the spear pierces through its chest. It gurgles as it grabs the spear, trying to stop it. Do you push further?
No, I just twist.
As you twist, it cries out and it screams at you. Do you push forward?
Yeah.
You shove the spear further in. You feel it hit and puncture something. The cries get softer. The gurgling deeper. Until eventually nothing.
All right. And I just leave.
Okay. You leave the room. Regroup.
All right. So this is what I'm thinking. Valorant, you head in kind of straight forward. You'll be the tip, like I said, tip of the spear. Varian, how much range do you have?
Well, Barian knows that. Let me double check. I want to say it's over. Why is my page not loading? Hello? Well, that's embarrassing.
Come on, Varian.
My page is frozen. Hold on.
Bro, this is literally your entire shtick.
We're
My
in your
page is
favorite terrain.
frozen. I swear. In my favorite terrain, I mean.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, technically, I can hit something up to according to the character sheet, up to 400 feet out there.
All right. Well, you find a perch. I think within 60 feet will be fine. Say sit within 60 feet of the Valorant. You perch up. Give us Overwatch. Whisper. You stay behind Valorant a ways. You have range now. With Barian overlooking the whole battlefield, Whisper, you give Valorant back up. Neo, if you're okay, we'll kind of. And Kosi, sorry.
And I am also here. What's up, y'all?
All the players and stuff sitting around a table having a whole thing, like Neo's actually there in the background, just like, what's up, y'all?
And Kosi, me and you will kind of provide, mid to close range support. Anything that might pop up, we'll basically handle the fodder while Valorant does the big damage. And Ray, if you could help protect Whisper while he's casting. I think that sounds like the best plan for me. Yeah, that's it.
Our little strategist.
If that works, everybody's in agreement with that. You head in.
Fantastic. So excited I actually get to put on my armor and nobody gives me shit for it now.
And then we.
I mean, I can give you
get
shit if
ready.
you want.
You give me shit no matter what.
That's
Any
true.
any preparations we make now?
How about breakfast? Can we finish breakfast? I don't think it's going anywhere. It can wait for us. It's already doing that.
I don't know. The house walks. Does the breakfast walk?
We're leaving the
so.
cart, horses, in the house here. How far? Because this thing was like what, half a mile,
I would say about
quarter mile.
400 feet.
Oh, so it's not crazy. It's
Right, yeah, then this will be somewhere safe. We don't want the cart and hut to get destroyed by if it summons things.
I need a moment to attune to this.
see, like I
Well,
said, we can
so
eat breakfast
breakfast.
first.
I'll
Does
keep an eye on it.
anyone know what
Take your time.
snails eat?
Have you tried googling it?
Lettuce.
As the actual helpful information, the group makes breakfast. Saren, you sit up top and you kind of use that Ansvar and just watch
Yep.
the blight at this point. And he just stands there the whole time. And Kosi, you have enough time to attune.
What does it look
To
like
his
when you
weapon.
attune to this thing in particular, considering that it's something that you literally just had made?
So, in Kosi's, my attunement process is very similar to what you all saw me do at that lakeside. I snap, and a pentagram falls under me, and I shift it to where it's facing inverted, and I sit cross-legged in it, and just it hovers in front of me, and I do this for about an hour. And at the 59th minute, within 30 seconds, I grab the spear, and ice crystals begin forming and sharding up my arm, and it starts to work its way up toward my neck, and start to frost my face. And I say, I guess that was to be expected. A little bit of malintent. Yeah, all right. I think I'll call you Glacius. And with that, the frost breaks, and then it recedes back into the spear, and it's like I just put it on my back and says, we'll get along nicely. And then that's my attunement process.
Yeah. Well, that whole process happens in front of all of you. You all have your breakfast. I don't know if anyone wants to have any conversation while breakfast is happening.
Now I'm almost wondering if I should start forging my own weapons. I feel like mine was slightly lackluster.
I think I just need to get a weapon.
Same.
Probably.
You do have two weapons.
Yeah.
You have a left and a right.
Yeah. Going up against the things that we've been going up against, jeez Louise. It's been crazier than the normal thugs I deal with.
Barian will look up from his current brew that he's been working on, which I think I did send to you already, Code. Just like, oh yeah, I got this stick. Hey Ray, you want this? Pull out the gluttony. Zell's gluttony. Because I still have Zell's gluttony that I haven't. He's like, you want? I don't know. It looks fancy. It's a fancy stick. Is that too much? That feels condescending, actually. And you want it?
Ray, you see him holding a staff made out of black obsidian-like glass, with about 3/4 of the way up, it has gold filigree that kind of starts to kind of be embroidered, kind of going up and twisting around until about, I want to say, I know it's very specific, 7/8 the way up. A small notch kind of comes out.
Okay.
Listen, there's like a very small. It's.
One library tall. Fuck off.
I gave you an actual measurement this time, okay? I actually gave. I gave numbers. You're never happy, okay?
7/8
I understood
of
it,
the
Cody.
way up. 7/8. Who's measuring? Who?
It's on every
Even
tape
your
measure
normal
ever.
measurements.
It's on every
I
tape
know, but
measure
even
ever.
It's on, I use it
even
every
your
day.
normal measurements are just like.
You know what?
like,
On a
what the hell?
broom, where the broom sweeper part begins, that's where it begins. There you go. There's my
That's
measurement. That's where you get.
He wants those relatable measurements.
No, we were making fun of American measurements last time, but we need them, okay? Like, let's just be real here.
I use 7/8. Is a small little like
Who's using 8?
notch that
14
pops out.
Lego
Like,
sets up.
Ah,
2-3 inches out.
Alright, sorry, anyways. I just question all of your measurements now. Everything feels weird.
It's all
Even your
wrong.
normal measurements feel weird because now it's weird for you to be using normal measurements and it's just wrong.
About 3 normal-sized lemurs up. Okay.
Someone
It's just-
please, I beg of you, clip this whole interaction. I thank
What
you.
type of lemur though? Lemurs come in so many different sizes.
Yeah,
But,
are we
like,
you don't get to
talking
stab
like...
I refuse. I absolutely fucking refuse.
Are we talking like Maurice or King Julian? I need to know, okay?
Like Zabumafu.
I was gonna say the right
Zaboomafoo.
answer. The question, the correct response is Zaboomafoo.
Momo from Avatar.
Crap Brothers. Oh my god. Yes!
Walking
Come
through the
on.
woods one day. No, okay, no, sorry. No,
Alright, sorry,
Okay.
anyways.
okay, you
Like
have
little
your
like
breakfast.
nod.
Mm.
Barian pulls a staff out, and Val just kind of looks at it, really irritated, remembering like how badly she wanted this stupid thing to be the blight staff so they could go home. Just like,
It's so close.
Ugh.
But I wanted it to be.
So,
it was
this
supposed
is
to be
this
you.
is the piece that he took from my dad's armor, right?
No, this
It was,
is
like,
from his
pulled from
office.
that?
No, the armor
from his
was
office.
Zell's. Yeah. This was kind of tucked
Okay.
away. This was equipment that he couldn't incorporate to his suit just yet.
Okay. But it's both like Zell's whatever.
It's yeah, this is Zell's gluttony he just gave you.
Yeah, it sells whatever.
Yeah.
We
or
got a lot
Zell's
of
whatever.
things to work through. Okay.
Zell's
Yeah, there are
stick.
8 weapons now. There's the 7 deadly sins and his whatever.
And
So
his whatever.
Zell's little gun,
Here's-
Zell's big
that's-
gun, Zell's stick.
That's what it is so far.
Okay.
But
Well,
As
yeah,
we-
sure, I'll take it.
As we all make our approach, is there anything that we're gonna catch on the way up there, or is it essentially just like a straight shot open field to this thing?
it pretty much so for about 200 more feet you are still in the woods, essentially, and then is a big clearing, and then about 200 feet until you reach him, and then another 200 feet until the clearing ends. The clearing itself about 400 feet. So
The closer we get, Val is gonna pop her divine sense to essentially try to get a better feel for what this thing actually is. Figuring out, like, is it a fiend? Is it undead? Is it just humanoid? Is it good? Is it bad? Like, obviously it's bad, but, like, how bad?
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. You get a combination of celestial and fiend. It's a nice little hodgepodge hybrid.
There's, like, as she kind of walks within range and the divine sense goes off, feeling that weird conflicting celestial and fiend, there's this actively disgusted look, just walking forward, but like the grip around the hilt tightens a little bit of like, there's something wrong with you. She looks back. Was it Whisper and Ray that were going to be directly behind, or was it Saranen and Kosei?
Whisper and Ray.
Okay. Just kind of looks back and is like, stay on your toes? Something about this tells me that nothing is going to be straightforward. I don't know if this plan is going to work exactly how we thought it would. And there's nothing to hide behind at all, because it's field now, yes?
Yep, it is a big open field.
What's it doing as we get closer?
It's just what's standing there in the middle,
Menacingly.
just watching menacingly.
She begins her approach. The closer that she gets, we'll say probably within, once we hit like the 45 feet away mark, as Val walks, she just kind of takes her hands, runs through a couple little somatics, and just all the way down her face, just like, Raven Queen, guide me, as she casts Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
She's getting
That
ready.
used to be my thing.
And now it's my
I'm gonna
thing.
start fanning out to the left side, kind of, making sure everybody's kind of in position. And I'm assuming me on the left and Kosi on the right. We're just kind of fanning out.
Did you all
So
fan out?
Whisper and I are together, right? And we're kind of directly behind Gowan?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast, Darkness around Whisper and myself, but so that it's kind of like, so that we're just on the forward edge of it, so that we can kind of step out of it and into it to hidden.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Okay, so like there's
Yeah,
now like
so
a
that
little
way-
pocket
yeah.
of shadow that's now just up
Yeah.
in this field, kind of a little bit away from this
Yeah.
clearing.
So that way when Whisper needs to cast a spell, they can kind of just take a step forward, cast, and then step
Okay,
back.
I was about to
and
say,
be
I'm like, I do not have magical
in
dark
darkness.
vision.
No. Yeah, that's what I meant. So
Yeah,
that
you
we're
can pop
just
in and
we're
out.
just on the edge of the darkness.
Understood. Right, you kind of reach out your hand and kind of grab Whisper by their wrist and kind of like let them know, like, hey, I'm here. It's dark, but this is the
Oh, we're
plan.
holding hands. Sorry.
Holding hands in the dark. Oh my goodness.
Don't tell Saren.
Stupid. Valoran, as you approach,
My husband. That makes things complicated. Sorry. Please continue.
Valoran, as you approach this thing,
Did
It
nobody
stares
else
at
have
you.
prep work before we push into mine, since we're getting closer to it? Because I wasn't sure if
Barry,
Barian wanted to prep
you
his
find a
super
perch?
big mega attack.
Mage armor.
Honestly, I was thinking about it. All of my stuff like is time limited, so it doesn't last long. It's like this only lasts for a minute. This only lasts for a minute. I will
You're
actually
high.
say, really quick, actually,
yes.
we agreed that Valorant's going to continue being our front runner, our front liner. Barian will again just kind of like light fist tap on her shoulder, like you got this, and cast Longstrider.
Okay.
So extra 10 feet of movement for you.
That's gonna be
And-
gross in the long run.
And is
Here
there like
for
a is there like any trees within the clearing he can get to, or perches?
Yeah,
They're all on the
trees
outside.
or like even like just like tall grass or something like.
You could kind of maneuver through some tall. If you want to do some tall grass, only the stealth roll.
Okay, yeah, let me do that, and then if I just hold still long enough in the tall grass, I'll use my
Your jutsu.
well, I was going to say my feature that I have for being a high level hide in plain sight.
I think your cloak also gives you a bonus to this.
Oh, okay. What's? Oh yeah, that's right. Nature's Mantle. I forgot about that.
I know what my players have.
Autism?
Depression.
I gave that back to you, right?
Yeah, you did give it back to me.
I
Yes.
got osteoporosis.
This is me being dead, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, Nature's Mantle just makes it so while you're in an area that is lightly obscured, you can hide as a bonus action, even if you are being directly observed. So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
easier for me to hide, basically.
Then yeah, we got stealth roll.
Cool. That is a disgusting roll. I forgot that you gave me a bonus to my stealth. 27.
Like you freaking need it. Good lord.
Understood. You are quietly, for your size, sneaking through this tall bush.
Yeah, so I'd basically like not even quietly get to the bush. I'd very much like rapid dart to the bush and just kind of like stop like instantly and just like essentially just kind of just disappear and become one with the bush kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
Did
And
you just
then-
combat, bro?
Yeah, right. No, baseball slide, man. And then hide in plain sight as long as I stay in this spot for a minute. Which I'm assuming it's gonna, we're getting everything set up. My stealth increases by 10, so I am right there.
Stealthy. Understood.
DM,
Yes.
Zell's gluttony, it doesn't. So I know that I need to attune to it. It says that it.
So-
but it doesn't specify which parts of it are locked behind attunement and which parts are active regardless.
So
Okay.
essentially, it is just a normal quarterstaff until you attune to it.
Okay. All right. So I am assuming we don't have time for a sudden attunement. So I'm
You
gonna
also, unfortunately, with Zell's
Staff.
gluttony, you need the
Firearm proficiency.
firearm proficiency to attune to it, which Barian,
Okay.
but Barian,
Why would I
can't-
have that?
you don't, but Barian can teach it. So,
Oh. All right. Fine.
like, all right.
Firearms. It's a quarter. All right. It's a quarter. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
It's a quarter of a firearm. I'm going by
And a
code
quarter-
logic here.
A quarter of it is firearm. A quarter of it is staff. What's the other half of it?
Angst,
I
Gluttony.
feel agree.
I feel
gluttony.
nothing but so much pain.
Well, 7/8 of it is obsidian.
I'm so done
so-
with y'all.
I'm in so much pain. Jesus.
Oh, okay. So, Valorant, with everyone prepped, everyone ready. You approach this thing, and what did you say to your Raven Queen?
It said
As you
Raven
cast
Queen
your spell?
guide me.
Okay. The Blight will look at you, Valorant. Where's the one that cursed my flesh?
Is this being said out loud or like mentally?
Mentally.
She just kind of looks at it. It was just like, you mean to tell me that you used to be a person?
There's a deep, echoing growl that you can feel resonate in the earth and in your chest. You cannot comprehend what I am.
It's a very bold assumption considering I'm pretty sure you're the person that we're here to find.
It'll look at you, then Ray, then whisper. Then back at you, Valorant. Valoran. I know you. I've seen you. We've seen you.
Who is we?
Above you in the sky, and you all see this. Eyes begin to open. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are these the
Up
same
in the
eyes
sky.
that we've seen before?
Black with red pupils. As they suddenly become attached to something, you notice the eyes are actually attached to what looks like a long tendril of some kind. As above you, oh, that's the spear image again, son of a bitch. 1 second, I'm so sorry. I had I copied the wrong image. Sorry. I have to go back up and copy it. Copy image. This is popped up for one of you before.
Hello.
Mm.
I've seen that before.
Hell the fuck no.
And all of you see
Hey guys, that's Krim. Remember I told you the weird dragon thing?
the tendrils above you kind of retract back as the eyes that are attached to them close. As you all witness Krim's true face. As it towers over the trees and stares down at you. Side note, this image, it's the closest thing I could find to Krim. Technically, its back legs do not exist. It is half of a body. Its body ends basically in a sluggish mass that is,
Gloopy.
yeah. But
Crap.
besides that, this picture is pretty much spot on.
You guys remember in Spirited Away when No Face is just kind of dragging its gloopy butt as it's falling apart?
Yup.
Yeah,
It,
that.
Yup.
it basically has the two tendrils that spread forward with the eyes that it uses to look and watch and observe, and then two massive clawed arms that it uses to claw itself forward. But as you see this being above you in the sky, you've witnessed my gaze before, Valoran. As above you, Krim screams. His tendrils coil back, circle in front of him, and he yells. The energy reverberates, condenses in a large beam of condensed light and energy. Fly forward. You witnessed it once. Valoran, you remember this light. It was the last light you saw standing in the Holy Forge as it was destroyed. But in this moment, above you, you're able to see things you weren't able to see before. You're able to see the destruction. You're able to see the island obliterated. Not the island, the mountain obliterated. See the land cracking. The seas rushing in, people screaming. Children crying. I know your anger, Valoran. As the scene above you shifts, and suddenly you see Jacques. He's standing on a beach, staring forward, watching the explosions. You see him turning. You see him screaming, grabbing his head.
She just, her face starts to get hardened as it just trying to hold it together and just, what did you do?
I am simply a being. of curiosity, a being of whys, a being of uncertainty, of hate. Your precious holy forge. When it was destroyed, Jacques questioned why. Why was it them? Why the place dedicated to the gods, all of the gods, a place of peace and prosperity? Why? And it was all I needed. He's mine now, Valorant.
You took him at a point where he couldn't think. He didn't give himself to you. You stole him, and I intend to steal him back.
Do you?
He can still be saved.
Can he?
Of course he can. You took advantage of him in a moment of weakness. He had just watched all of his friends, people that he had grown to know as family, be slaughtered. You made him question everything he had ever known. Honestly, if you were a better, you would have taken him head on, but instead you went for him while he was weak.
Love and hate are the only things stronger than gods, Valorant.
Which is why I know that I will be able to get him back from you.
Speaking of hate, his gaze will turn off into the bushes, into the tree line. And Saren, you feel him looking at you. Do you know what happened next? As the vision above you all, the being of Krim shifts its target. The Vol needed to be weakened. Krim's tentacle come back, coil again. He screams, another energy beam charged. The bright light flashes. And the gem forged in his sights. Saren, you weren't there to witness this, but you watch as Krim destroys your home. The entire mountain range destroyed in a moment. But that's not enough hate, is it? That's not enough. When my brother, when myself, when me, when Devol has power over me. His vessel needed to be targeted. The scene shifts above you all as Saren, you watch, and suddenly you are in a room, a chamber. Saren, you recognize this chamber, and Valorant, you recognize it as well as a chamber of the River Forge. You guys wouldn't have seen extensively the other forges, but Valorant, you would have traveled to each one specifically, minus the Gold Forge and the Gloom Forge, because those both were destroyed or gone. But you watch as Josiah, the previous vessel of Devol, pleads with the people around him to stop the production of magical artifacts and weapons from the River Forge. You watch him express and explain how the forge is being drained and it is dying, the seal is breaking, and the production needs to stop. And while all this is happening, you witness Krim's influence the people around Josiah. Various merchants, noblemen. And they plot, and in a fail swoop, they surround Josiah and they stab him to death. But that wasn't enough, was it? As Josiah's last thoughts were surrounded by whys. After all this, why is this happening? The maddening question, the why. I offered Josiah a deal. My vessel for his life. And you witnessed the fall of Josiah in real time, Saren. All that was next was to eliminate Devol's next chosen vessel. And his gaze turns to you and Kosi. Oh, I see you in there. Krim, Vo, we are the same two sides of one coin. In order to survive, in order to flourish, his vessel must be eliminated. So I discovered the whereabouts of one baby born under the star of Libra. And I hinted, I coerced many foul beasts, demons, tempting them with promise of a powerful offspring, as far as Asmodeus to Tiamat, Set to Gargaroth. Tell me, who was it that sought you out? Ashatara seems especially interested in you. And proceed. Above in the sky, Krim begins to show you visions. And reveals to you that it was the demon. It was the creature that seduced the other demons into capturing you in the first place. To remove you from the board. Saren, this is why the whole beginning of this campaign, the Black Hand has been trying to figure out what you are. Because Devol isn't supposed to have a vessel right now. Because it was supposed to be Neo. And with that, we're going to take a break.
You so dirty for that.
Man, what the fuck? Alright.
Hey guys, we'll be back in like 10, you know?
We'll be back in 10. Morph's probably gotta go potty.
He does. He's giving me those poop eyes right now, and he is staring hard, alright?
He's like, Dad, we got a new house. Also, shout out Cody for getting the new house. Let's go.
Yay!
Yay! I got Wi-Fi this morning at 8 a.m. I was real nervous. It's like we're doing tonight's session on hotspot, you know?
I know that's right.
Alright. We'll take a quick tenor. We should be back at whatever the 50 mark is for your time zone. So we will be right back, guys. Alright. Love you, bye.
consider taking
Two.
a level of barbarian more.
Hi guys.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Apparently, Saren is now debating on changing his build.
He liked Josiah, you know?
Homie getting real angry. Real big angry.
I cannot imagine Saren getting angry. It's all internal.
I feel like Saren getting angry is like the first time you've seen your mom get angry at you in public.
You're like, oh, damn, you would do this here?
And you shoot, like, she gives you that look of like, please just wait till we get in the car. Once we get in the car, shit's over.
You're smacked in the face, the keys on a lanyard.
Oh my gosh. Got hit by a lot of wooden spoons, but...
I was Italian, it was a slipper, damn it.
Was Italian.
I think
It was just
boomeranged its way around the
rigatoni.
house.
My mom would boomerang her heels.
Mine was, wooden spoon to the back of the head while she's cooking. Not always clean.
Ew.
Yeah, I got hit with sauce once. I deserved it. Look, I deserved it.
If I had
God,
it
he's
coming,
on. Yeah.
I was cutting up in the kitchen. It was my bad. The spoon
All
is
right.
very Irish.
Yeah.
Damn,
the
Cass, we
back
gave
of
it
the
away.
How did we get here? All right, we ready to hop back in, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
All right. The group right now, we are currently being talked to by the Blight.
We're being seen, and I don't want to be seen right now. Like,
Okay, so the Blight at this point still staring in the direction of Nkosi. I don't know if you're still in cover or not, but you are merely just a pawn. Understand that. But if you wish to be useful, come to me. Above in the sky, the illusion will continue. And Kosi, you will watch as Rags and your other classmate. Baron, who is the guy name again? I'm so sorry. I want to say
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
I want to say Caster. That's not right.
No, big bread.
Kaiser. You see Rags and Kaiser. It shows you that scene again. You all witnessed two of Nkosi's classmates harvested. You watch their souls ripped from their body. And you watch something interesting. For starters, Saren, it's interesting because you know that you've been harvested and you're still alive. So watching this process, it happened while you were unconscious. So watching the process is horrifying. Watching someone's soul ripped from their body. But Nkosi, you watch as the final hit that the Light Sorcerer landed on you. The one that you didn't look back on. You watch as it was successful. The spell latched onto you, grabbed you, took hold of your soul, and it ripped it from your body. But you're fine. But you're alive. You are an anomaly. Tied to us, my brother. unaware. You were the one I sent away. But you could help me. You are a never-ending source of power. Come find me, my little pawn. Speaking of pawns, it'll turn and bury and it stares at you. You're crouched down in the bush.
Not out loud, but in his head, he's like, "What was the point?"
But hide from me. One who's been watching you.
Trying to decide how sassy Barion's going to be in this moment.
I need you to understand, I expect Varian to be as sassy as Val, considering that they're both like, yeah, I got the Raven Queen, it's fine.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, then Barion just stands him out of the bush, like, alright, shoots.
Shoot.
Like, you're not real.
That's not what I meant by sassy, damn it.
No,
Make
not
attack roll.
at it, not at it, just shoots straight up.
Oh.
Yeah. Since we all know I'm here.
You shoot up.
Bam! Loud echo of a friggin' gun going off in the woods. Since I'm hiding is pointless. Sup?
Hiding is pointless, Varian.
You need a lozenge.
I see all. Do you wish to see what I see? As the vision changes. Above you in the sky. Baron, you see you. But it's almost as if it's from a different perspective. You see you're not on Aelwyd, you're on another dragon. You're commanding the dragon riders. You're back in the war. You surmise that this is the perspective of Veto in your final battle. Pawns arrive. Every day. Loss, pain, regret. Why? As he says why over and over again, it changes in tone and in pitch. The scene above you changes rapidly. As you watch as Veto succumbs to the madness of Krim. Tell me, Varian, what could he do? What could I make him do? To make you chase him to the edge of the earth? As above you in the sky. Baron, he replays everything Veto did. to your wife and your children. Pawns come every day. You do anything, Varian?
He's just reloading the gun. You're really good at playing reruns, you know that? You know what's really fun about pawns, though? Spins the gun just to make sure. You know, check the chamber. Everything's working. Pawns get to the other side of the board. They get upgraded. King only gets to move once and then he's done. So what are you gonna do? Keep playing reruns?
What am I going to do? As the tendrils holding the eye kind of vibrate, and the blight looks at Neo. Sorry, not Neo. Sorry, Nkosi.
You keep doing that.
I know.
I think it's hilarious.
I'm sorry that Neo just sounded like such a magical name. We're like, nah, this is definitely.
It is a
character in the
magical
game
name.
right now, okay.
Almost sounds chosen.
What will I do? Indeed. And it takes
kung fu.
one.
Yeah.
It takes one step back.
Is Val still next to the blight?
Yeah.
Relatively close, yeah.
Okay. Like, okay. All right. You like playing with pawns? Check. Hand symbol. Aelwyd is right next to Val, right on the opposite side, flanking the blight. Just with a crack of lightning, just. She hasn't done anything, but she's just like with a crack of lightning. There's now a young adult dragon, just right there.
Right behind it. And Nkosi, give me a perception roll with advantage real quick.
Okay.
I'll let you, before you give me the number, I'll let you say either perception or arcana. Whatever you.
Wow.
We're finally getting intelligence-based characters. Say less. Like.
I'll just.
Damn, alright.
Hey, whisper smart now.
I have a 9 in intelligence, I'm fine.
24 with a +5.
4.
So 24 total.
So while Varian is summoning Aelwyd behind, the blight is staring at you, and it takes a step back, and it's staring at you, and it's almost giving like this. It only has one eye, so like emotion is like hard to convey. You know what I mean? But the vibe you do get is like it's like challenging you. It's standoffish. It's confrontational, and as it takes a step backwards, you realize it moved away from you, and it didn't get hurt.
Something's wrong.
Varian, you summon your dragon behind it. It'll look at you, Ray.
Sorry, yeah, just to give Val flanking, basically.
Understood. Look at you, Ray. It'll just stare at you for a moment.
In the dark.
Staring right at you through the darkness.
I don't like that. That's gross. Don't look at me. In the darkness with my secret lover. Just kidding.
It looks towards you. Not worth my time. You are nothing. Barely even real.
That's
No
what my dad
way.
says.
No!
Hey, love,
Damn!
Seth, you killed him. It's what he said. You killed him.
For everybody playing bingo tonight, you can cross daddy issues off your bingo card now.
Happy to be
Do
of
y'all for
service.
real have a bingo card?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of our mods pins it as soon as the game goes live. It's the pinned chat that's sitting right up at the top. It's a bunch
me
of
get in
little
on this.
shenanigery that we have all the
Shenanigery.
time.
I shenaned once, you can bet your ass I'll shenan again.
Oh, Shanann again.
But yeah, I would step slightly in front of Whisper. Not slightly, full on. Just like, fuck you. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't like it. My charge was this person, and you ain't touching them. Oh. Sorry, I'm choking on water.
Oh,
Oh
just
my
not
God.
a ray, though.
I was just not ready. Ugh. But yeah, I'll just be there at the ready. with all that I can. I'm used to this. I defend my person.
Ooh. It'll, seeing your response to that, Ray, it'll look at you. Then it will focus.
I'm
Stare.
gonna flip it off.
It's going to begin to walk forward towards you, Ray. And it's going to attempt to walk. It's going to attempt to walk right past Valoran.
I cast
When it-
invisibility on Whisper and say, go, 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 please go,
It's
please go.
walking past me.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm
it's-
squishy
It's
now.
attempting to.
She
Yes,
would essentially,
okay.
like, as it's going to, she's not going to swing at it, but she would go to, like, put her hand on, essentially, its chest. Can I grab it?
Give me a. Yeah, give me a grapple roll. Give me a strength roll. It's. Let me. Oh my gosh. Do I have.
Oh.
I have physical dice.
You ain't beating me.
I could try.
Wow.
No,
Look
sir.
at Cody with the physical dice.
Let me.
Ooh,
let
that's a. Well, we roll.
That's a nat 20 for a 25.
You win. Damn. Okay. It tries to walk forward.
What does he do after he's been stopped, just for shits and gigs?
It'll look up at you. I'm going to have a conversation with that one.
Her grip kind of tightens on his chest and goes, "You've been doing just fine having a conversation from here. But I hold the line." And she'll cast Compelled Duel.
Ooh. The wisdom save, I believe. Correct?
Ray's gonna do kind of the, nah. Like, Mom said no.
I need a 17, sir.
Understood. Let me pull up my stat blocks. Sheep, beep, beep, beep. Ooh, that's close. That's close. That's close. It's a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, what'd you say?
17.
Has to be. That's an 18.
Silvery barbs.
That's a 16.
Let's go. I'm gonna give that advantage to Val.
How about get fucked, mate?
That's the silvery barb right there.
And he is unable to move past you, Valoran.
Can I bend a key point and be like, but you didn't see that coming,
my
and
God.
cast Art of Wit?
Yeah, you can use your Art of Wit feature. Yes, you can.
I'm
It's a
so
bad-
happy that's what it's being used for.
It's
You
a
have no
bad
idea.
pun, and I don't appreciate it.
Hold
but
on,
you know
what
what?
is it?
That's the whole point of that.
Hold on, what is she doing?
Casting Art of Wit, so it's a bonus action. I can use a key point and choosing a creature that can hear me. So big eyeball man. It gets disadvantage on all attack rolls, skill checks, and saving throws until the end of my next turn. So we're not in initiative, so it's just for a
It
couple
doesn't do any
seconds.
damage.
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't do damage, but it will give one of my allies advantage on their next attack roll or skill check. So it's got to happen within the next couple seconds, but it seems like things are heating up, so I figured I'd preemptively jump in and be like, ha ha ha! Let's shake things up.
Yeah.
And Val.
At above
Let's make
board,
sure.
I just got advantage from Saren. Give it to someone else.
Yeah, that's right. We're all kind of locked and loaded. Let's see. I just invisible whisper and went like shoo shoo shoo.
Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Can she give it to Aelwyn? Is that allowed?
I don't see
It
why.
says allies, doesn't it?
It says ally, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Aelwyn-
Aelwyn's also right there, just
Right.
like, ready to pounce.
Yeah, that's a doable
I was just
thing.
curious, so.
No, I would argue yes. You can give Aelwood.
I would probably be thinking of like who's about to fucking clock this guy, and Saren seems like he's pretty tense, but Barian also seems like he's gonna just fucking do something. So I guess I would take a glance and see which one of them seems more likely to be like, I'm about to pop off on this thing.
I mean, Saren looks like he's about to use his dad voice, so.
That's about the angriest I think anyone has ever seen him, so let's go with that. So yeah, you get advantage on your next attack roll or skill.
Yeah. Saren's about to turn into Hugh Neutron and be like, Jimbo, my boy.
You've been lifting the free weights, son.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm.
Saren just like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Chat says
Saren
that
is-
Saren is mommy.
Wherever Saren is, he's basically this wide-eyed focus. He's just hyper focused on everything that's happening.
Just
Movements,
ready.
Just gearing up.
Whisper's a little offended.
Also, when Ray says the pun to this guy, she'll look slightly over at Saren for just like a little bit of like, huh? Huh? Did you like it?
Pretty good
No.
stuff.
No? Okay. No? Alright. Sorry. Focus. Right. Focus.
Barian, with his low intelligence, will chuckle.
Okay. We have
Whisper's
it.
a little offended that this thing doesn't care about him. Or them.
Hey, don't be offended. I'm doing my job well, okay? Making
Yeah,
sure you
look,
do this thing.
I'm not used
There
to
might
being
be a miss-
squishy.
Miscommunication. The nothing in your barely even real was directed towards Ray, not Whisper.
Oh no, I know, but like everyone's getting these special conversations,
Fair enough.
and
fair
then
enough, fair
Ray's getting this extra special conversation, and then Whisper's like, "I'm cool too."
No, you're not. You're invisible. Go away. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Whisper's like,
Whisper's
hey,
like,
yell at
"Hey, yell
me!
Oh, hurt my feelings.
enough. Step on me.
Yeah.
Look, Ray, as much as I love being told what to be, as much as I love being told what to do by you, I wanna have a trauma. This guy.
Do as you're told. Shoot, shoot. I'll deal with you later.
You didn't say the magic word.
Don't make promises you can't keep, and I'm gonna walk away.
All right, Valorant. What do we do?
So, she still gave him the full action to speak with Ray. He's just not walking farther. She just looks at him. Again, hand very gripped into whatever this thing is that is on his chest. I'm kind of secretly hoping it's not just his chest. Like, I hope it's clothes.
Close adjacent.
I don't like those phrasings.
What does that mean?
I don't like the way you put those words together.
I'm hoping that means it's fabric. It's just kind of used as clothes and not.
Well, leather is clothes.
But
So
she's.
I
she's
need you
got
to
a-
not.
That was a bad statement.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what?
No.
Absolutely
Anyways, she's got a hold of the shirt thing. It tightens a little bit. She looks at him and goes, "Go on. Say it with your entire chest."
Mommy? Okay. Everything's fine.
Remember, she's into gnomes.
Yeah.
I wonder what will happen when I send you to your patron again.
Again?
He says to Valorant.
She will welcome me with open arms as I drag you to her.
Fucking fire today.
I am right here, Valorant. Do it now.
Insight.
Giving me an insight roll.
I'm gonna use that advantage.
As you're watching from the bushes.
16.
With a 16, it's pretty good. With a 16, you're angry at the situation, obviously. All these subjects have been extremely provoking, but there's something in your head that's been bugging you because you grew up in a very violent environment. You trained yourself in controlling your emotions, and while it's getting harder and while you're getting angrier, you're still holding on to those teachings. Control. Saren, control. And you're realizing that nothing's actually happened. No fighting. Whatever this thing is, it hasn't done anything. It's shown horrible things. It's aired out dirty laundry in front of everybody. But nothing's actually happened. And there's a party that's curious, what is its goal right now? And with a 16, that's all you get.
While it's still well within her grasp, she's gonna pop the divine sense again, knowing that it and Krim kind of split off, to see if anything has changed.
Nothing has changed. It's still just this. I will say the influence itself is like permeating the entire area. Essentially, it's almost like a...
Is the area desecrated?
Yes.
She looks him up and down and is just like, "Where's the staff?"
Let me... Give me a persuasion roll.
We're gonna use our D6 just because we can.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 34.
3, 4?
3, 4. Persuasion is my bread and butter, bro.
Understood.
Persuasion has a plus 10, and I rolled a 6 on the die. With my 18 on my 20.
Let me this image real quick.
Shout out to whoever gave me the D6. I think it was Sun. But like, I don't feel the need to burn my D12 just yet. That's a special die.
Yeah, one more time. What was the question that you asked?
I have him in my hands and I'm looking him dead in his pupil.
Yeah.
Where is the blight staff?
It'll turn to you in almost provoking. With my real body.
What does it feel like I'm grabbing? After he says with my real body.
Like thick bramble wrapped in a leather suit.
She brings up her other hand to kind of like grip into the bramble. Just, where is it?
Above in the sky, where his illusions have been taking place. It shows where you are. Empty field in a patch of trees. The path travels south, further and further and further. You see a small town. You can assume it is Blightwood. Further south, southwest, to an old temple. Deep inside. I posted a picture in the Discord.
You fuck.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oro, smash it really quick.
I was about to say,
Nope,
you Oro.
don't you do
Thanks,
it.
Oro. Smash it with a fucking hammer. Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
Or you're on timeout. Mm-mm.
Yep, or we're going to timeout.
I'll welcome you, Valrin. Your patron was the only one brave enough to interfere in my affair. You should be rewarded in my embrace.
He says that. And Val begins to push her hands slowly together. It's my embrace you should worry about. Pushing in the bramble enough until her hands start to touch.
Give me a strength roll as you're crushing.
So 23?
That's very good. With a 23, you feel the cracking and the crushing as you're staring into this pupil that's just staring back. Until eventually your hands touch, you feel the snap. And the thing in front of you, the blight, collapses, falls to the ground, and slowly sinks and dissolves into the soil. And you all are left there alone.
Aw, you killed it before I got my special message.
What about this sky?
I didn't even get
everything
anything.
gone.
It's all normal now.
Thing didn't care about me at all.
This thing is turned into dust at Val's feet. She sits there with her hands still together, still very clenched and tight. Her breathing becomes very intense. Just her hands start to like relax and then grip again repeatedly, just like she wasn't done. That feeling of like I had more. She turns and looks at everyone.
Sorry.
We need to go to Blightwood.
It's alright to add for you, Valid. With Aelwood being right there, just like a big cat, just like that low purr. She just comes over and just like kind of bumps her head against you, like, hey.
She does it, and I know that it's like intended to be a super cute moment, but it's one of those moments where it's almost like if you're overstimulated and anyone touches you,
Yeah.
she comes up and just tries to like be real cute and nudge Val, and she like winces, and it's just like
She'll just kind of lie down next to you.
is everyone okay?
Whisper, you're invisible, so I cannot see you. Where did you go? Also, darkness would have gone away when I cast invisibility. I forgot to mention.
Barian responding to Val. It's not something that I haven't seen before. In like almost all of my dreams since it's happened, so. Nothing new. Now y'all get to see it though. Sorry about that.
I'll approach and just. It was this a ploy. It was taunting us. It wants us to come to it. I look at it in Kosi. Like, it wants a battery. This
Ian, just to make sure I heard it right, you said that my soul is gone, right? Is that what you said?
So it successfully harvested you. With what you're able to discern from this, your soul is more than normal, essentially. Basically, it doesn't stop. You just have
Bro
this
got that infinite soul glitch.
You do. His soul gauge don't go down, okay? It's just, it's a hack. It hacks. It hacks. But essentially, your soul cannot be taken from you because you're constantly creating more of you.
That just sounds like Child Rose with extra steps.
Infinite money glitch.
Infinite money glitch.
I've played The Sims before. I know how this works.
I could make a killing in the hells.
I was about to say, I'm like, soul coins?
Someone who understands the hells.
Yo, yeah, I was gonna say actually.
You could make a killing in the hells.
Mammon,
put
eat your
Mammon
heart
out
out.
of business.
I'm about to walk in Mammon's crib and be like, I'm finna buy all of this shit, dog. Put all of it in the bag, man. So I look at Saren. And I'll say, it all makes sense now. Why my life has never been my own. I've been the equivalent of a generator, a living battery. It all makes sense. But Saren, I'm going to it. It took my, what don't have a lot of friends. And that thing took them from me. So even if it is walking directly into a trap, I will trip the snare.
And Val will turn and kind of relax a little bit and goes, I'm going with you. It stole Jacques from me. And by proxy, it stole Erna. I have every intention of getting them back. I feel your sentiment, knowing that you're walking into a trap, possibly even death. But it's worth it.
It wouldn't be death. It would just siphon forever. That's what Krim wants. This would bring Krim into reality.
Sarah, not all of us can be so lucky to have more than one soul. Some of us are lucky to be here at all. You saw what it did. We all saw what it did.
And we prepare. I look at Nkosi. Can you kill it?
If it's the last thing I do.
That's decided. Barian, you and me, reconnaissance. We go into this prepared. We're going to its turf. Where it wants us to be. We prep. Take our time.
How much longer would it be until we get to Brightwood Code? Or Blightwood?
Based on what you guys know, maybe a couple days.
We're still a few days out from town. How do you plan on doing reconnaissance before then, or considering potential strategies on what we know, what we have? This thing is clearly good at illusionary magic at the very least, if not some form of druidic magic?
The kingdom itself has been fighting the Blightoff. And they've not been successful. But, so, whatever we do, we take our time. We do it carefully, precisely.
I wouldn't necessarily consider that thing to be an illusion, because it was very tangible and very real. It just wasn't it.
Shadow clones. Sorry.
I've seen so many of y'all do the shadow clone jutsu stuff, just be like, shadows. Bunch of fucking nerds.
Bunch of weebs.
We prepare best we can as we get closer. We make a plan. We find out everything we can.
You guys have this conversation. Get your things together. And you go to leave. And you exit this little field. Enter a group of trees. On the other side, continuing the path. And you're in this thicket for maybe 25, 50 feet. There's a stillness. A somberness. As suddenly you open up to another field. And a creature standing in the center of a field with an eye is standing. And you guys re-enter a field with the blight standing in it as it stares at you.
The same view? Or like a...
Preparations require time, you say. Welcome back,
It's an illusion.
everyone.
Where is the house?
Basically, we entered the same field we just left.
Yep.
Counterspell.
DM question.
Oh,
Well, actually, yeah, kind of
You gotta
first,
see where
actually,
it's
yeah.
coming from, bud.
True.
It is. What are you counterspelling?
Gotta see the source of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Illusion.
How about this? Identify.
oh,
Ooh,
That could be
identify
good.
Saren. With I will say Saren with Whisper, not knowing exactly what to counterspell doesn't quite work. I will say if you have dispel magic, maybe, but we'll talk in.
I was gonna say, I had a question. If it's
Yes, variant.
part of this question is going to be actually in character. Is Ansavar, this is Barian, is Ansavar back at the house still? Back at the hut?
No, because remember you, Ansavar? That's your dragon.
No, that's Elwyn.
So, son of a bitch.
Chancevar's the
A-
owl, bud.
No,
Ansavar's the
sadly-
owl, and owl was flying above, keeping an
Damn
eye
it,
on the
okay.
light.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That ruins my plan then. Barian's not smart. Well, so I was just. All right, out loud. Then Barian, Chu, and Kosi. Do you have anything of the hells in your house?
Yes, I do.
Can I use primeval awareness?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Are we in my favorite terrain?
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. So, do I sense anything demon in 6 miles from us?
Yes, you sense the cart.
it's a slight disappointment every time. Yeah.
it's you
Right.
do sense
Are
the
we in
cart.
my
It's
favorite
about
terrain?
200 feet from the tree line.
Cool. I will send Aelwyd to see if, like, they can go that direction to break the illusion.
Okay, you send Aelwood forward, and you're sending Aelwood towards the ping you have, which is towards the
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah.
Do you have like a ping on Aelwood? Oh, I guess you would have a ping on Dragon. So,
Yeah.
with this happening, you feel Aelwood going forward and forward and forward, and suddenly, dude behind you, getting closer,
Okay.
closer, and closer, and suddenly breaking through the tree line in the field, and Aelwood stops and sees you on the other side of the field, like.
I'm very
I
stingy
think this
with my
might be
third
more than
level
illusion,
spells.
guys. This might be a little more than illusion, I think.
I'm very stingy with my 3rd level spells, but I will cast spell magic.
Well, let me identify first.
Oh yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah.
So
Saren,
he's just gonna focus in real quickly. He's just gonna like touch the ground, looking around tightly, and cast
You
identify.
cast identify, and you realize, Saren, you are currently trapped in a spell. The air around you, the field itself. This spell is meant to just hold whoever enters it inside.
And it's like the field. Is it the ring of trees, or is it like it's
Give me an Arcana roll.
I can do that
Arcana.
with assistance because Ansavar's flying around, helping me look around, right?
It wouldn't be from. I will say if Nkosi wants to help you,
I will help you.
you will get. You,
Absolutely.
you can get assistance from Nkosi, for sure.
I will absolutely help you.
I think this is like the first skill check we've had Wes roll where he hasn't been like, please no, anything but that. Chat also gave you a
Intelligence.
D4, bud.
Might as well use it, right?
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a dirty 20, you are able to discern that this spell is an infinite loop. It's meant to keep you here. There is a duration, so there is a possibility of waiting out the spell. It's not infinite. But it's how long you can't quite tell. Also, with a 20, I would argue that a spell to this level needs a trigger to reset. And the only thing that you can think of that's actually happened was killing the Blight Spectre. So you can discern that killing the Blight in the field will keep you here longer.
Okay.
And suddenly his provocations suddenly make more sense.
I knew it wanted us to kill it. I'm gonna basically. It was a ploy. It was a trap all along. It wanted us to attack it. That's what's keeping us here. That's what triggers the loop. Killing the Blight brings us right back.
I understand. I will say, but it's killing it specifically, right?
I believe so.
And I will just begin to start making somatic movements with my hands.
The whole time you're doing that, it's speaking to you in your mind, Nkosi. There's no need for that. You don't need to do that. Don't do that. Don't. Showing me visions.
I'm absolutely fucking ignoring it. Like, completely fucking ignoring this damn thing.
He just voguing in the
And-
corner being like, mind your business,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Mind your fucking business, bitch. Oh, yeah,
I don't understand. I don't. Okay. So I
You're
will
not my supervisor.
I will cast a spell magic to try to break the illusion.
Oh,
If it's higher than 3rd level, I'll roll for it because I just don't want to burn anything higher than that for this.
I do need you to roll for it.
Okay.
and you do still
is-
have another D4, Neo.
Oh, love that for me. I may not need it though. Because this is my spellcasting modifier, and I am a very good spellcaster.
Hell yeah.
So,
You're a good spellcaster.
I'm a very good spellcaster. That is a 11 on the die,
Okay.
plus 5, plus my proficiency bonus. That's another. That's I don't even know what proficiency bonus is at this level. I think it's 4.
I think it's
So that's
4. Yep.
yeah, that's 19 alone.
19 is enough.
Okay.
As you cast Dispel Magic, the sky above you.
Was this a fucking 9th level spell? What the fuck?
No.
Jesus.
The spell above you cracks. The sky shatters. And it reveals the night sky. You guys have been here for a minute. It's not daytime. It's not morning. I've been trapped here all day. But the spell has been broken. And you look back at the field, and the blight is gone.
I knew something was wrong when it could move. I'm sorry. It just I should have known. I won't lie. What it said, it disturbed me, and I lost focus. It will not happen again.
I'll look to everybody. His entire purpose is to get us to ask why. So, we go forward with whatever we do with complete confidence.
Agree.
Second guess.
I've never second guessed anything in my life.
We know. Whisper.
Need everyone to deafen or mute themselves. Sorry, or no, sorry, deafen themselves. That was correct, except for Whisper. Whisper, in this moment, the magic in the air is lingering. The land is cursed, and it's holding on. There's something in your head that's been bothering you. Why didn't it address you? Why didn't it even look at you? In your head, you're not like them. No. You're different. You are powerful. In your head, you see Krim again. Its eyes, its real eyes, open up in front of you. You and I. You and me. Your power, your magic. With you, we could do anything. It shows you visions. You holding your mother's head, the Archfey. It disappears. You standing with your other half, your twin, laughing. You would be unstoppable with me.
Yeah, but why do I want to do that?
I understand your hesitation.
It's not hesitation, just power doesn't... I don't care.
There's not things you want, things you desire, things you wish.
You know, I'm just learning that that's a thing I can even have, so we're still working on that. Kind of just like, you know, the now, the moment, whatever pops into my head, kind of just do that, you know, thinking toward the future. You know, I think people who grew up having a future have that. It's something you learn to be able to do. I don't, you know, I grew up thinking I might not survive tomorrow, so thinking about the future, you know, no, don't really care. I'm just gonna kind of do what I do every day, and I think it'll all work out in the end.
In the end, you will kill Memnor, will you not?
Apparently.
Do
You know, that's way in the future or soon. But if it's said I'm gonna do it, then it'll just happen, and it'll be fine.
I know where he's going.
Good for you.
I know what he seeks.
Okay.
He seeks his vessel.
Right.
I know where it is.
So do I, kind of. I know it's in a temple. Somewhere. I'm smart.
No.
I put this together, I'm pretty sure.
You must bring it to the temple.
That adds steps. Plus, but why would I do anything for you or whatever this is when I've already been talking to Devolkrim, who's, you know, more of you, better than you.
There's a pause. As the concept of you speaking to Devolkrim almost is lost on him. The sheer impossibility of it all.
Look, you know what? I seem to know more than you. So maybe I'm better than you. You said I'm more powerful and such, so maybe I'm better than you. And you're just finding that out.
It'll quickly and abruptly get about an inch away from your face.
Ew.
Do not assume to know more than us.
Isn't that what you're doing about me?
One of its tentacles will swipe in front of you as
Ugh.
black smoke will fall from its bring me the vessel.
No.
And as you say no, and as you're uttering the word no, the vessel takes shape out of the smoke as it shows you its target. As you recognize a young Earth Ganassi boy that you had sent away.
Yeah. Definitely not happening. So are we done here? Because I appreciate that you wanted to have a one-on-one. You know, you kind of aired all their dirty laundry out. Kind of appreciate the discretion. But if you want to go, I think me and my friends are in the process of stopping you. Unless the blight isn't you. That one is confusing. Either way, we're going to stop you in the end. Maybe put you back together, and then you won't be so crazy.
It growls, and the illusion fades.
Hmm.
And you're there in the field with your friends again.
Am I still invisible?
Yes. I'll ask Ray.
Hey, Ray. Am I still invisible? Or did you drop the invisibility?
I haven't dropped the invisibility.
Okay, then yes, you are still invisible, Whisper.
Also, randomly, during... Shout out to Oro for using the big pretty bits message, but anyways, you did get a D6, Ray. Okay.
Yay! A D6. Yeah, but it lasts for an hour. So, you should be good unless we've been wandering around for an hour.
Nope, you're still invisible. They're still invisible.
Thank you.
Oh, or if you've attacked or cast a spell.
No.
Have I... Did I cast Counterspell? Because that was not clear.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
You all-
guys. Hey, guys. You know, I just had this whole, like, join me kind of thing. He tried to make me join him. That was real dumb of him because obviously I wasn't going to do that. So I don't know why he did it kind of private for me. I think he was maybe trying to pull a fast one on you all. But no, don't worry. Didn't join him. And can we get out of this weird loop thing so we can go kick him in the butt?
We're out of it. Start moving
Yeah.
towards the cart.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Cool. I was in a whole
Cool.
mind bubble thing.
Where have you all been?
Where have you all been?
I
I
don't
don't know what's happening. I was
don't know how-
walking, and then we
Look,
had to
he took
re-walk
me-
everywhere.
He took me into my own personal illusion. And I was made invisible.
Well.
Which I guess I...
Don't you just feel so very special now?
Saren's halfway back to the cart.
Yeah, Val starts walking back to the cart, like, let's just go.
All right, all right, all right.
I had this whole cool thing.
I'll jog over
Nobody
and catch back
cares.
up.
You're
You
welcome.
wanted to be special.
As
You got to be.
walking.
Thank you.
Welcome for not joining the bad guy.
Whisper, we're not
Oh.
going to
Was it-
reward you
was-
for the bare minimum.
As people catch up, I'm gonna look at both Valorant
Yeah.
and Nkosi. I'm just gonna look at them both and just. So, are we setting that way right away, or do you guys need something to do here?
My whole objective since we set out on this of a mission was to get that staff. Realistically, I think the only thing that we can do within the next couple of days is figure out a plan of attack. Like you said, do the recon, look over at Nkose and pick your brain a little bit about how it fights. Because clearly it doesn't exactly fight fair.
And it fights in numbers, right? Do we have any favors to pull? I'll look to where I'm listening for Whisper's footsteps. Like, perhaps a connection to the kingdom we can call upon right now? Ask for reinforcements?
Yeah, probably not. I don't... Like, yeah, I've talked to my dad now, but, like... I'm not officially real.
That's
You know-
fine.
Is it the
They've
autism?
They've been fighting the blight for a
You
long
can't even
time,
see that
trying to keep it up.
And I get...
If we're
visibly against
going to be the ones going in to destroy it, offering assistance, they might be willing to. Reinforcements of any kind. Numbers would be useful when sieging a. What is
I
this?
mean,
What
you
is
guys
Blight?
have
What
had
is it?
more
A
friends
town, a
than I
city, a
have.
kingdom, castle?
When we say that it fights in numbers, does it actually use minions to fight, or does it just rely on having other illusions on the battlefield?
Muted.
You're
Muted.
muted, Neo. Congratulations, Neo is finally
How
on the bingo
embarrassing.
card.
I did it. Wow.
Hey.
I was specifically trying not to fucking do that. So I'll say, from what I understand, they were definitely present. I have some of the scars to show it. What it can do is it can take possession of one of its minions and reform into itself, and also summon other things.
And
So
it's-
I'm not sure of any illusions. I didn't sense any.
Then that also begs the
from
question.
what we've seen and what we've heard, I'm pretty sure that the creatures that attacked the caravan, the goblin creatures in the road, in the arena, looking at the Barian, even the wolves from the beginning, seemed to come from this thing, and they were very real, and they had large numbers.
And that
I don't know
also
how
begs
good-
the question, too, on if that is actually the Blight at all, and how does the real Blight fight? Because that's not what it is.
First, we have to push through a horde to get to its body.
And I can't exactly think that I'm going to be able to ping it very well, or at least not specifically. Barian probably could. But that's a hard if.
If I'm honest, I don't think finding its real body will be an issue. It wants a vessel. It wants us with it.
It wants us to go to it. It doesn't necessarily want to be found.
Anyway, I think reinforcements, if we can call in any favors, now would be the time. Not, then stealth will be more difficult. Either way. I'm assuming we're setting off right away. So, we move that way. Figure it out on the way as we travel.
Well, I can do stealth if that's what you need. And I'm just gonna kind of pop up out of nowhere right next to Saren.
Pulling a gibble.
Gonna pop out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just gonna pop, and I'm there.
I'm gonna instinctually grab her, just as a reaction. Sorry.
Oh! So forceful, darling.
Releasing.
Sorry, he's used to me doing that.
Right.
All right. You guys pack up, get back to the carts, and make your way south.
As they set off, I'm gonna kind of hold back and just be like, I'll catch up. And I'm just gonna kind of wander off for a bit.
You're
Yeah.
right.
I'm fine. I'll be able to catch you. Fast.
If I remember
Alright.
right, the house moves pretty slow anyways, doesn't it?
Well, you'll notice Barion's less worried about him getting lost, and more of him being alone during all of this. After everything, he's not hiding his emotions here. He's like, "Hey, you're my fucking friend," and so he's just watching you for a minute. And yeah, okay. Don't be long, all right?
I'll travel out of sight, and I'm gonna find anything, and I'm gonna pull the sword out, summoning it, and just start going through sword forms. Kind of collect myself as I'm moving through it, and I'm just gonna spark with rage and find the nearest tree. I'm gonna start hacking into this thing, and I'm just gonna try to cut down a tree.
As you're swinging at this tree and you're cutting into it over and over and over again, letting that rage build inside you. For this moment, Saren, you're letting yourself go back to your roots. You're letting yourself feel that rage. That primal urge to just attack. You feel this calming sensation before you take your final blow to cut this tree. Saren. You hear a voice in your head. And the comforting words of Devolkrim. It is true you were not planned, Saren. And finding you on that beach was a design by the fates themselves.
Spent my entire life trying to build structure, organization, something to stand on, something that made sense. All of it ripped away. And here I am to build again.
It's the lack of control around us that shapes the world that we live in. We accept the blows dealt, Saren. Existence is pain. But there's beauty in pain.
I've heard those words before from Oswald. Hearing that similar thing go through a mantra almost. I finish slicing down whatever this treat is. Let's grab the Jessica Devol. Just feeling it all. The wings sprout out, the scales come right through. I'll stab that sword into the stump, and this flames erupt as I channeling the dragon's breath in a different way, in an explosive way. Just have that explosion go out. Well, I'll control my world. Pulling it away. And I'll start headed back to the cart.
As you take your first step to leave, Saren, you've heard Devol enter your mind again. I built rules. I built structure. And I lived in peace for all of my days. Seeing you, a devout follower, an honest man, a worthy soul.
As your hand, I'll reforge those rules that control. There'll be peace again.
I have taken steps forward, Saren. Steps I have vowed never to take. You were the first step. I humbly ask you to keep walking.
I'll do that. In silence, I'll just keep those words in my head, walking forward, back to the cart.
Thank you, Saren. Watch after and Kosi.
Of course.
And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode. Hey.
Could I add?
The
Just like
vibes.
super quick.
Yeah, what do you want to add?
That whenever Saren returns to the cart, he would see that Ray is kind of just sitting there, feet dangling off the edge, trying really hard to figure out how to pluck a tune on Val's lute that she stole, but just sitting there doing a poor job because she's mostly just staring back into the trees, waiting to make sure that he catches back up again.
As he walks forward, the sword's going to be in hand, almost dragging at his side. And his cloak that he usually wears, normally pristine, spotless, armor shined. Bottoms of the cloak will be burned. Holes in it throughout. And just smudges on the armor.
Ray will jump down to walk next to you for a bit as we catch back up to the cart. I don't know what it is that you carry, the weight on your shoulders, but if you'll have me, I'll just walk next to you for a while. See if I can make that burden a little lighter.
Whatever we do with complete confidence. One foot in front of the other. keep taking those steps.
Right. I do everything with confidence. Are you going to be alright? Do you think?
Always.
Alright then. And she'll kind of pluck away again at the loot.
And as you attempt to pluck away a little tune, you can give me a performance roll to see how bad, how well it does.
Oh no! I don't have performance. Not my. Oh, but I do have a thing, right? Don't I? I have like a 6. I have a D6, right?
I think you do.
All right, great. Because I'm gonna need it. Oh no! Ooh, add it all together, and I get 6 whole points.
It's
Did you
not
throw in your
good.
chatspiration? Your wonderful
I
magical
for sure
D6?
did.
Oh,
I
God.
for sure
Yeah.
did.
So I rolled a 2 on my dice, and then I rolled a 3 on the chatspiration, and then I have a +1 for performance. It's not good.
Elwood is crying in the distance.
Sorry.
Almost thematic to have a Luke crying in the background as this ends.
Oh, no. Oh. Hey, there is no perfection without practice, okay?
And that's what you do. Spend the night practicing
On Val's loot.
on Valorant's loot.
By the time we get in and you're
Yep.
still just like, are you just actively plucking away at it the entire time? Just like,
I'm like trying to do a really basic like children's lullaby song sort of a thing, like Twinkle Twinkle, and I
Hot
can't
Cross
seem to
Buns.
get it right. Hot Cross Bun.
Ding ding ding
Just
ding ding.
simplest tune, and it's really bad.
It's not working. All right, and that's what we'll end off with Valorant's horrible. No, sorry. We Ray's horrible accompaniment, and
I'm gonna put it on Valorant. It's her loot, and it's out of tune. Okay, I didn't do this. Okay,
I've done nothing wrong.
I've done nothing wrong ever in my entire life. All right, we can
non-D&D
with
related.
confidence.
This is giving me so much PTSD from when Bean started band and he brought home his
Oh,
freaking
no.
when he started and he brought home his trombone. And he's like, Mom, can you play with me? So I busted out my saxophone and I was like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, hit these notes for me, okay? Because I'm playing the same notes he's got because I did this for a while. I just transpose it to be so they sound the same, right? It helps.
Yeah.
They're both B-flat instruments. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I start playing it and he looks at me and goes, that don't sound like my note. You playing it wrong.
Wow.
That's not how woodwinds
Yeah.
work, son.
Damn, son.
You're the one. You're the
This
one
is-
getting this wrong.
Your
She's
fault,
gonna-
Mom.
You're
Oh, my bad.
adopted. And you just walk away.
I just put that boy away. It's fine. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
swear.
Put that boy away.
I'll put that boy away.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks everyone for tuning in, hanging out, being here.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Tune in tomorrow. I think normally we have a game. I don't know what's happening because Rel might have internet out,
Yeah.
Oh.
so we'll find out what we're doing. But tomorrow might be Rel's campaign.
Might just be a
Might-
game of sorts.
Might just be us hanging out. We'll find out what
Might
happens.
It's a gamble.
Might be a day off. Who knows? But like, anyways,
Next
Since you
Tuesday
guys-
we got Grimm's game. 2 Tuesdays from now we'll be back.
Devolkrim Part 2 tomorrow.
No need to stress code out. I'm sure it's fine.
It's probably fine.
all right. Again, appreciate y'all for hanging out with us for this whole stay. It was such a solid RP.
That was nice.
Go
We
take
level
care
up.
of y'all. Go take care of yourselves because we know this was a little bit of an emotionally charged episode for some people. So like, make sure you take care of yourself. Drink some water. Do all the fun stuff. We have all sorts of fun little commands you can pop up. So like if you're not a member of the Dummies Discord, pop into that. And also because we still have our wonderful Neo here, go check out all the Neo stuff. Absolutely fantastic creator across the board. And then
Phenomenal.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the die for the 2 possible raids we have tonight since y'all both spit me out one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Weird.
So yeah, no, brutal stream, intense stream, emotionally driven. We leveled up, right?
Nope.
Yeah, clearly.
Sorry. Sorry. No level ups.
This man just does not want me to be a dragon rider.
You're close. You're close.
I am so close.
Bro, I RP'd my gauntlets off. What do you mean?
You heard it here first. Dragons.
Hello?
Imagine
You were in
dragons. Okay.
What?
Everybody, let's go ahead and pile up into this raid really quick. We will maybe see you tomorrow. Worst case scenario, we'll see you next Tuesday for Grimm's wonderful game. Where we all get to be hillbilly magicians. Alright guys. We love you. Have a good night. Drink water. Take care of yourselves. And we will see y'all later.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Hillbilly magicians.